Do you ever feel self-conscious about the sound of your laughter? If you're uncomfortable with how you laugh, or if you feel self-conscious about anything really, then the ideas in this video and the 3 tips I give later on are meant for you. Plus, if you stay to the end of the video, you get some of this. Say yes to enjoying your life by subscribing to this channel and look for the bell icon to see future videos. And visit joyfulbeing.com if you yearn to experience more joy. My name is Kim McIntyre, also known as the Laughter Lady. Welcome to the Joyful Being with Kim channel, where you'll find videos for uplifting your mind and filling your heart with joy and laughter. So have fun browsing around, checking out the different videos and seeing which ones speak to you. Recently, somebody I care about deeply called me on the phone and asked me, "Do I have a weird laugh?" And I'm like, "No, your laugh is fine." His laugh is actually great. It's filled with joy and life force. And unfortunately, a couple of people in public were making fun of the sound of his laugh. So I told him not to worry about it. He has a great laugh. But you can see how it shook him a little bit. Over the years, whether I've been speaking about laughter at a conference or giving a laughter workshop or making videos for the laughter playlist on this channel, occasionally people will say to me that they feel self-conscious about their laugh, about the sound of how they laugh. And first I want to talk about why that seems to happen, and then we'll talk about what to do with it. And if you are self-conscious about something else in your life, feel free to adapt the ideas and what I'm about to say to your situation. So there's usually 2 basic reasons why people come up to me and talk to me about this, about feeling self-conscious about their laughter. Usually it's either someone has made a negative comment about the sound of their laugh or made fun of their laugh. Or the other reason is maybe they feel a bit shy and they're uncomfortable putting that laughter sound out there into the world, that it might draw attention to them or something, and they're just uncomfortable and nervous about it. So we're going to address both of those things in this video, and we're going to start with if someone has made fun of you or made a negative comment. We're going to address that first. Now, I make unusual laughter sounds on purpose. That's because laughter is a gift. It is a gift to the world. It is a gift to your loved ones. It fills people with joy and makes people feel better and makes stress just disappear in an instant. I mean, laughter is this powerful, amazing thing in life, and we don't want anyone or anything to get in the way of you being able to embody this and enjoy it for yourself. So I make unusual laughter sounds because it helps people get in touch with their own inner laughter. And if you would like to see a montage of my silly laughs, I recently made a video where I put a collection of them in there, and I will leave the link for that in the video description if you want to go check that one out. From time to time, people have put negative comments about my laugh and the sound of my laugh on the comments section of my laughter YouTube videos. And it's never a comment written to me. It's almost always written to other people, like they're trying to impress other people with their cleverness about making fun of me. And it's like as if they don't realize I'm a human being and I might read their comments. I don't take it personally at all. And because it's my channel, I can just delete their comment if I want to, make it go away. Doesn't need to take up space in my life or on my channel. That's about them. That's the thing you need to be aware of when someone makes fun of you. What they're doing is trying to lift themselves up by putting someone else down. There's a big difference between that and constructive criticism. I want to be clear when I'm talking about YouTube comments that I usually love reading YouTube comments because people are usually wonderful. They're asking questions, they're making requests, they're thanking me for a video they enjoyed or an insight they got from something. And I just love and appreciate those comments. And, I'll admit I'm not very quick about reading comments and getting back to people, but when I see them, I absolutely love them. So I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about comments that are clearly meant to put me down in order to make them seem clever, witty, something like that. They're trying to be funny, and I've taken stand-up comedy classes. It is a true art to be truly funny. Usually these comments are a far cry from that. It's a fine line from actually being funny or thinking you're funny, but what you really are is you're being a troll. So whether you're trolling somebody in person or online, it's still troll behavior, putting someone else down so that you can look better. Another common thing that happens when people are being made fun of or ridiculed is like two people or more, a group of people, will make somebody else the brunt of their joke. They'll make fun of the other, the other person. And doing that kind of brings a little bit of bonding between the people who are ridiculing. So it's in a strange way, a way to get closer to people, but while excluding somebody else and making them feel bad. Now, as human beings, we've probably all done that from time to time. I certainly did that more when I was younger. I avoid it at all costs now as best I can, but I'm a human being too. So if somebody makes a joke that's making fun of somebody and it's actually funny, I will probably laugh. I'm human. But I don't, in general, like to participate in that kind of humor anymore because it can be very hurtful. If you're the person being made fun of, here's what to take away from this. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about them needing to lift themselves up, needing to feel better about themselves. It is never, ever about you, even though they seem to be making it about you. I remember in grade school, there was a girl who was bullying me verbally and getting other people around her to gang up and bully me too. And years later, looking back, I found out she had been abused. So what's that saying? Hurt people hurt people. If they are putting you down, if they are being nasty in any way, that reflects on them. It doesn't reflect on you. So it is helpful to just remember that in those kinds of circumstances. Now, if you're self-conscious about the sound of your laugh because you're shy and you're maybe afraid of what other people might think about you, or you're just uncomfortable putting yourself out there in the world, it makes you nervous, then there is one thing you can experiment with that, and that is to remember that laughter is a gift, that it's something that brings joy to other people, the sound of laughter. So B, you can take the attention off of yourself and put the attention on to other people. Like, how can you maybe lift them up or make them feel better with your laugh, with your smile? And that might shift your nerves a little bit. And I say that from practical practice myself. When I first started doing laughter groups back in 2001, the first one I did, I was super, super nervous. And then by the second one, I went, you know what? These people are probably nervous coming out of their comfort zone to come to my class. So I'm going to shift my focus to making them feel welcome, to making them feel good. And my nerves disappeared in doing that. So it was like shifting the focus off of my own insecurity and my own fear onto making others feel good and feel comfortable. And I found that really helpful. So maybe you can find that helpful as well. If you try that and it doesn't work for you, not to worry. I still have 3 more tips to give you. And for that particular issue of the shyness, pay attention to tip number 2. But we're going to start with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is be kind to yourself. Use this issue, this situation, whatever experiences happen around it as opportunities to support yourself, to give love to yourself, to accept yourself and be gentle with yourself and kind to yourself. So you can think of various different ways where you can do that, but you can also think of giving love to the part of yourself that is bothered by the situation, that is self-conscious about the sound of your laugh or upset by someone making a comment that was hurtful. Giving love to yourself in that situation, rather than what could happen is you internalizing that external negativity. And that is not helpful at all. So instead, I don't know if you want to give yourself a hug, pat yourself on the back, or just think of putting your hands over your heart and giving love to the part of you that really needs it. Tip number 2 is look for ways to make tiny, slight adjustments that will make you feel more comfortable. Now, this could be a number of different things, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. The example I'm going to give is in regards to laughter. So let's say you're really shy and laughing out loud is uncomfortable for you. You can learn to laugh more quietly so that you still get the benefit of laughter, but it's in a more quiet, kind of lower key sort of way that might be more comfortable for you if you're super shy. I kind of think of this as a last resort. You know, if it's a choice between you not laughing at all and learning to laugh more quietly or silently, then by all means, we want to do whatever you can do to still have laughter in your life. So I do have a video called the Silent Laugh video, which I will again leave a link for that in the video description below. Now, it is a technique, the silent laugh, which is meant for stress relief. It is meant to be done purposely for stress relief. And I talk about that in the video, like how you can use it and how to go about it. You could also use it as an example, as a template for how to still laugh and have it be quieter. So you can experiment with it if that's your issue about feeling self-conscious about your laugh. If you're self-conscious about something else, then get creative and brainstorm and think about ways that you might be able to make the situation feel more comfortable for you so that you feel less self-conscious. Just stay open to ideas. An answer or answers may not come right away. Just know that it's an experimentation process and you can try different things, and maybe an idea will come to you when you're in the shower or you're going for a walk or someplace where you have a little bit of quiet for those ideas to bubble up from within to help you. Tip number 3 is to shift your mindset using uplifting questions. So some examples could be, what's a healthier way for me to look at this situation? What's the bigger picture? How can I be kind to myself? How can this be an opportunity for me to heal and grow as a person? Is there anything in this situation that I can be grateful for? Like maybe seeing how mean someone is making a nasty comment could make you feel grateful for the people in your life who are truly supportive. You know, so it's giving yourself a little bit of a mindset shift at how you look at that situation and how you look at situations in general in your life. Asking yourself powerful, uplifting questions can point you in a positive direction. Positive questions positive outcome. It's like your mind's a computer, and whatever you ask it, it's going to give you an answer. So you might as well put a question in there that's going to give you a more uplifting, healthier answer. And that's why the free gift that I offer on my website is a series of 10 questions to help you discover your true joy. So I will leave that link for you as well in the video description, or you can just go to joyfulbeing.com to find that. So I've talked a lot in this video about laughter and ridicule or people making fun, but laughter that is healthy and uplifting and positive and shared between people is just one of the most beautiful things in the world and has the power to lift you up like nothing else. There's a comedian from back in the day named Victor Borga who said the shortest distance between two people is a laugh. So as much as possible, I invite you to shift your attention away from criticizing the sound of your own laugh or being afraid of being ridiculed, and shift towards looking for opportunities to connect through laughter in a positive, uplifting, healthy way. To get you started, I'm about to do some very silly laughs for you. Feel free to laugh along with me, whatever laughter sound you'd like to make. And until next time, keep finding that sense of humor, and feel free to check out the other videos on the Joyful Being with Kim channel. Now, are you ready for some laughs? Here we go.